Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, throw up the window and call the neighbors. It's time for John Perrotta's Comedy Factory Zoom-A-Loser Chat, sponsored in part by Narragansett Beer. Hey, neighbor, have a Gansett. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the boy who Mrs. Brady would not allow Marsha Brady to spend time with after school, your host, John Perrotta.
Thanks, guys. How you guys and girls doing tonight? You ready to have some fun here on Zoom?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go around. Everybody, I'm going to give a little intro to show who we got on the show. We got a great lineup of guests tonight, comics, and go one by one. I'm going to introduce you to say hello, and then I'll come back to you. We got Marv. He's got his own club out in Woonsocket, the LOL. It's called the LOL Comedy Club, right?
Yes.
LOL.
Well,
Marvin
Marv's
here.
Comedy Club.
Marvin Wells
one
Comedy
of the
Club.
entities here at the Marvin Wells Performing Arts Center. So it's a conglomerate of things going on over here right now, John.
We'll be back to discuss that. We got Dan O'Brien in the house, comedian. How you doing, Dano? Just say hello.
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. We'll be back to you. We got Elaine Pelino. She was a cheerleader in the NFL for the Houston Oilers for 1 year, way back. She's an actress. She's been in movies, comic. Elaine, welcome to the Zoom show tonight. How you doing?
Oh, good, John. How about yourself?
Good. And now we got my good, all my great friends tonight. I haven't worked with her in a while. A very funny comic, also a model, and she's now got out of retail and is doing tarot reading. Alessandra Grima. Give it up to Alessandra.
Hi, everyone. I haven't worn a bra in 4 months, and today is no exception. Just letting you guys know.
Cool. That's cool.
It's been great.
And on the bottom, we got my comedy stepdaughter. And people try to figure it out. There's no figuring it out. We just came together. She turned into my stepdaughter, Dutchess SS from the South Side. What's up, Dutchess? We'll start off with you, Dutchess. What's going on?
Running around, running away from your grandkids.
How many grandkids? I got a lot of grandkids. I was in the Navy. I went to 25 countries. I got to have 15 kids running around Europe. I was in Egypt. I got a kid now. He's on a camel. I got a kid now. He's on a camel. I was in Egypt. I know there's going to be a kid out there. I'm telling you, man. I was in Rio de Janeiro. I got 2 guys out there right now. Twins.
That's what I'm
Who knows what I got? I was all over the world.
John,
I came back and I got one in Pawtucket. So.
We need more Perrotta DNA, as much Perrotta DNA as possible.
They should check the whole world and see what happened. Because when I was in the Navy for 4.5 years, I wreaked havoc on these European countries. I wreaked havoc, Mom. I went bananas.
As long as you didn't wreck any ships, John.
No, I didn't wreck any. Oh, wait a minute now.
How about
my Navy ship, the USS Arthur W. Radford. I'm so old now. They decommissioned it. They sunk it. But we were doing a drill one time with the USS Opportune. Honest to God, my Navy ship, the Opportune was pulling a target, and we were shooting fake missiles at the target. It was practicing, you know?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, over the radio, right? I'm the one, the captain saying, okay, fire. I said, okay, fire. They fired a missile. All of a sudden, the USS Opportune comes on the radio. We've been hit. Honest to God, my Navy ship hit the U.S. It's supposed to hit the target. It locked onto the ship. It went through the laundry into the big things of bleach. The next day on the Liberty, when we went out off the ship, we seen 5 guys with their arms and slings. Nobody died, but my ship hit another Navy ship. Honest to God, the USS Opportune. That was.
But everybody had clean clothes from the bleach, right?
Yeah. And we also pulled into the wrong port. The navigator on the ship was kind of screwy. We were supposed to pull into, I think it was Puerto Rico. We pulled into some other port. The captain screaming at him. We were in the wrong place. We were defending the country. We were in the wrong. We can't even pull in the right place.
This is not making the Navy look great, John.
I can fool around now because I'm out. I wouldn't say that I was in. We were kind of wacky back then. We were kind of wacky. One last thing. I had a giant hornet's nest on my yacht on a fence. I got a guy working on my deck, a friend of mine. It was a giant hornet's nest. He sprayed it. I went out there today. They're still out there. I might have to get an exterminator. This thing's like a big softball. You got to see this, Mom. Crazy. What's going on at the LOL, Mom? What's going on with you, brother?
Oh, not much. We just had another great show, and Dutchess keep just, amazing everyone every time she get on stage. But you know what, John? Flat feet kept me out of the military. I was getting ready to go. I was going in the military as a pilot. They were scheduling me for my physical, determined I had flat feet, and that was the end of the story for me. And
Yeah,
I really miss the fact that I didn't get to do any international hoeing around.
It was fun. It was fun, Mom. I'm telling you, nothing like being in our country. You're drunk, 3 a.m, you got a handful of money, you don't know what the hell you're talking about or anything.
You're killing me with the story,
I mean,
John. You're killing me.
I just want to say that you don't have to be in the military to do international hoeing around.
Thank you.
yeah,
Just go
but
to
shit,
the military
Yeah,
town.
I mean,
Take that some
But
help.
no,
it's
I hear a
blast.
lot of guys say it. They join the military so they can see the world free. It costs a
Touche.
lot of money to travel internationally if it ain't in the military. Okay?
I had a ball. The most fun place I was at was Lima, Peru, in South America. There was so many women there. It was unbelievable. We crossed the street, got off the bus. We didn't even cross the street, me and my buddy. We already had 2 beautiful women. That was it. That's the way it was. But my buddies, I wanted to kill them to this day, Mom. They signed us up for a tour. So we partied for 2 days in Lima, Peru. 1 million girls. They signed us up for a tour. We go 15,000 feet into the Andes Mountains. You're pulling into these places on the mountain. There's old women they're holding vegetables. All my buddies are in Peru, downtown Peru, going bananas. I'm up in the mountains in Machu Picchu or whatever the heck it is. What the hell? I don't know how
Some
that
culture.
happened.
Little bit of culture.
Alessandra, what have you been up to?
Oh God. I've really just been focused. I have my own businesses, so I model, I do tarot, so it's I have monthly deadlines. So I went into 2020 wanting to do multiple shows a week, and then that's when the pandemic happened. All my shows got canceled. I know people that have died from COVID, so I've been really careful. I haven't been doing much at all, so it was hard. Because there's a lot of material happening right now, but I had a hard time trying to get into it, not to be like a bummer, guys, but.
Oh, wow, the first 2 months of the year, I was doing well, and then all of us, and then on March 15th, my last gig, and this thing hit, I was like, "You're gonna be kidding me!" I lost all the gigs gone.
Oh yeah, I had a lot. Yeah, I had quite a few books, but I am curious to see how everybody's writing has been going during this.
Well, I'm lucky. I don't write. I just work a crowd.
Okay.
I just get up and stop busting everybody up. I don't have to write a joke. It's easy. I'm a non-writer. And once in a while, I'll write something. I get lucky. I'll come up with something. But I gotta have you read.
You always said that, John. You always said that.
I gotta have you read my card sometime. See what would it? If you read my card, what could it say, baby?
It would probably just be a bunch about your extreme sexual energy, John.
I'm 62 now. I'm half shot. 62.
Yeah, you got
There's not much energy left now.
John, there's more boats to crash. You have plenty of time.
I'm trying to pace myself in case I live to 80. I don't want to overdo it. We got the bad boy of comedy in the corner, the bad boy of comedy. In the early 90s, I met him at Periwinkle's Comedy Club. Had long hair. He was a maniac. Now he's a Christian comic. Laughter and Hope Ministries, book shows, churches. Mike, what's going on with you? Mike Cronin.
Alessandra, let me tell you something. If you knew John and met him when I did back in 1991, you could do an hour just on the stories that Johnny P could provide for you after shows.
That doesn't surprise me.
I have had more fun with Johnny P than is allowed by law. Allowed by law.
Yeah, we had some fun. I had fun with all you guys. Had fun. Yeah, so we'll get back to you, Mike. Think of what you got next. Dan O'Brien. My man Dano, what's going on? Funny comic. Booked him many times. standing ovation he had at Spirito's restaurant. Remember that, Dano, when you had that standing O?
Yeah, that was all my family.
No, there were 200 people there.
Ah,
What have you been doing during the pandemic? He's got beautiful twins, Dano, and he's got another beautiful daughter. You got 3 daughters, right, Dano?
yes, yeah.
Beautiful twins. He lets me watch them once a month. I babysit on the side.
Are you babysitting or are you just watching them like in a creepy way?
I watch them with, what I do is I park across the street and I watch them with binoculars. If
There
they
you
get in
go.
anything too much, I call Dutchess to get in there.
I was about to say, you can't steal my job now.
Hey, I can't handle kids no more. I'm too old. We get some grandkids someday. I'll go wacky. I can't handle them. Elaine Pelino, cheerleader, actress, comic. What's going on with you? Oh, you got
Oh,
you.
God, house
I
cleaner,
see when you
yard
take
lady.
pictures and you're out by the water and stuff. You got a nice area where you live.
Oh, yeah, in fact, I just finished writing a children's book about my pond in the back.
Yeah.
About
Yeah,
How cute.
Yeah, and thank you.
I can't hear her. Can she ask her, can she
Your
stand
daughter
up?
is amazing. And no, I wrote it about, it's actually, what would you say?
Yeah. I caught that too.
Oh, I'm so busy. Oh, that's a good one.
Mom.
Well, there's all kinds of wildlife in my pond because, the inside there isn't too much, but outside it's really smoking hot. Oh, God.
Have you done any shows at all?
The
during this
last
thing?
show, oh, I'm sorry, me? Or no?
Yeah.
Oh, the last show I did was with you, remember? We did the charity show, and that was
Oh,
it.
yeah. We did that cancer benefit? Didn't he just pass away? That was
Yes,
him,
I
right?
was gonna say, God
I
bless
saw it
him,
on
Larry,
Facebook. That was
and,
very, very. We did a charity cancer benefit for a friend of Elaine's and Jody Sloan, and because he was a great guy. I talked to him and his wife. They were very nice people. It's too bad he passed away.
I know, very kind man. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but-
he was a duck boat operator in Boston. Right? That's what he was. He did the duck boats, and so that's pretty cool. He seemed like a cool guy.
Yeah. it was
Anybody
good.
got anything they want to talk about? It's Friday night. We're in a pandemic. We're in the house. Normally you'd be out having a drink at a show.
Oh, I got a drink.
I got water.
You got water. What are you drinking? What are you drinking, Dutchess?
Don
is that?
Julio tonight.
Hey,
Julio?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
What's that?
I got
Tequila?
you.
Hey, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm a tequila girl.
You're a tequila girl?
Yeah.
My stepdaughter's gonna drive me crazy.
You already know it. Oh.
Bad boy.
Speaking
What
of
else you
daughters,
got?
my daughter's driving me crazy.
Your daughter's driving you crazy? Drop her off at my house
Yes.
for a couple hours.
Oh man,
I'll
she'll
watch
do
her.
everything. Yeah, she'll talk you to death now.
How old is she?
She's 12 going on 72. She act like an
Right.
old lady.
I should start a daycare center. I can't do comedy. So I'll start a daycare center.
I'll pay you
Or
love.
the Godfather's daycare center. I've all Italian thug guys. You know what I mean? Standing there
I
with
have all those
pinstripe suits,
certificated numbers.
violin cases. The kids will come up. They'll just be, look, we'll keep them quiet.
Hey, John, this is what I'm about to drink.
What's that?
This is a birthday gift from Alex Iovino.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Ooh.
Old Smoky.
Old Smoky.
What is it? I never heard
It's
of it.
moonshine.
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 Oh, dear.
Yeah.
And Mom's birthday was Sunday, right? Your birthday?
Yeah, my birthday was
Last
Sunday.
Sunday.
Happy
So happy
birthday.
birthday to Mom. He looks
Happy
great.
birthday.
75. You look fantastic.
Holy shit.
Mom's younger than me. Mom's a kid. What do you got, Alessandra? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking vitamin C water.
Yay.
I haven't had that in 62 years.
Yeah, very, very
I
exciting.
can't even keep your electrolytes up.
Yep, keeping the electrolytes up, keeping the immune system up, in case of catching something within my house, because I'm going nowhere. So
Oh,
maybe a
nowhere.
ghost. I don't want, if a ghost is sick, I'm good.
What do you got, Dana? What are you drinking, brother?
I got Klaus Toller. It's a non-alcoholic beer.
Non-alcoholic beer. I hear you, brother.
If I drink 40 of them, I get a bud. It's nice.
How's your wife doing, Daniel?
She's doing great. I'm driving her nuts.
You're driving her nuts. Now, you never drove me nuts. You're always good.
She loves
Me and
the social distancing. She doesn't have to get within 6 feet of me. She loves it.
she don't have to get in 6 feet of you.
No.
I met Daniel at the Comedy Connection, right? Is that where we met, Dan? The Comedy Connection?
Yep.
Yeah, he started coming there. I started putting him up on the open mic nights, and he started killing it. And worked for Funny for Funds. He worked for the Comedy Factory. He's done a lot of great shows, and really,
Cool.
really well.
Awesome.
I'm riding my disability all the way.
I
I know that's right, baby.
hear you,
Alright.
brother.
I think my
need a
last
new
show
one.
was Funny for Funds.
Your last show was for Funny for Funds?
I believe so. I think it was a softball team.
Oh, yeah.
Those shows are fun.
Yeah, I always enjoy those shows. I've done a lot of fundraisers through the years, for people, different things. I miss I miss comedy, you know what I mean? I miss like everybody. We all miss it, I got a couple of things coming up, but I mean, I'm not going to perform right now with the virus. I'm not ready to, I'll book some stuff when I'm not ready to.
Same.
Some of the comics are willing to go out and perform and some won't. So it's
Right.
kind of hit or miss, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go into a crowd of 100, 200 people and I'm afraid,
Oh no.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
hear you.
it.
That's me.
But I love
guess.
going to LOL Saturdays. It's like about 20
Yeah.
people, the crowd small. I like it. Everybody's spaced out.
Yeah, you know what? We keep the crowd at 25, but we may have to drop it to 15, depending on what the governor says. But
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's safe for everyone. But if it's 15 or 25, then it's
But
better
just
than
their
not having an
smiles.
audience at all.
Yeah, it's
And that
15,
laughter.
15 people, 20 people. It's nice to get up for a crowd like that. I would take a crowd right now like that. You know what I mean? I would
Right.
love,
Right.
love to
I was saying,
perform,
I think 5.
Yeah.
I know.
Marv, do you think that having a smaller audience during a pandemic, do you think it's more likely that whoever shows up really wants to pay attention? Like, is it a better
Oh,
crowd?
most
Absolutely.
Right?
yes.
Yeah.
Stay
Absolutely.
into what you are saying.
Yeah.
Especially in a pandemic, they don't get out. So when they do get out, they're gonna want to do whatever it is.
Yeah.
Enjoy
We
it.
don't
whether
have
it's
to. We don't have to give people comedy rules. We don't have to tell
Right.
people to stop talking. We don't have to tell people to sit down and pay attention.
Mhm.
We just don't. We
That's a
start the show.
positive. Yeah.
They laugh. They enjoy the show. They give all the
Mhm.
comedians great compliments at the end of the night. And you know what the beautiful thing about it? At the end of the night, everyone says that it was something that they needed. The comedians said that they needed that
Mhm.
real show to come out and have a real audience. The people in the audience was like, oh man, it was great to come out and see a real show. And you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's serving multiple purposes.
Oh,
we're going
yeah.
to continue to do it. We're going to be careful, of course, but I'm one of those that I'm willing to take some risks to bring comedy to people because I do believe comedy is essential.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's my therapy.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yeah, all of us.
I got
Yeah.
a couple of shows coming on. I booked a show, a couple of things coming up, but I'm not getting. I mean, my phone used to ring. I'm not saying every day, but sometimes in one day I get 3 or 4 gigs for the future. I get a call for like October. I get a call for December. September. Here and there. Some days I'd pick up a couple of gigs. It was cool. I'd pick up a restaurant, put a show together. Now my phone doesn't ring much, and if it is, it's a crazy ex-girl. That's about it. I'm not getting
Leave
any
my
gigs.
mother alone.
I just gotta block numbers. They're nuts.
Hey,
Now, you
John,
know me a long time, Alessandra. Am I nuts, or is it these women that drove me nuts through these years?
I'm sure it's all about the nuts, but like, I
Well,
like some of them. I've met some of them. I mean, I thought they were pretty cool.
hey,
I met a
John,
few.
She said a
John.
few.
What, Mom?
the way things are set up, right? I can't see everyone in the screen at the same time.
Right.
So in the first screen, I see all of us guys, and then when I swipe over, I can see all the beautiful women that we have on this panel today. I'm going to just look at the women the rest of the
can I-
show.
Yeah,
can I
do that,
it?
Mom.
I want to see.
Oh
I
my God,
want to see just women. There we go.
That's right. We got three women on tonight.
Look at
There you
them, look
are,
at them,
Mike.
look at them.
I swear, everyone is beautiful. I'm gonna be that person.
That's it. That's it.
Exactly, right? Spreading love.
Bad boy, what's going on in your world, bad boy? What's going on?
I'm rocking some Arizona green tea. Laughter and Hope Ministries. We're going for our 501c nonprofit organization. That's going to be awesome. We've got we've got 6 prisons that want us to roll in, so that's pretty cool too. That's a really that's a different type of show when you roll up into the prisons. It's pretty intense, man. It is really pretty intense. I did Thomas Slater here, and then we also did the Plymouth County Corrections. We were in maximum security up there, and that is definitely a different audience. But the thing that's cool about that is when we shift the gear and we start giving testimony and talking about what Jesus has done through our lives, and we close that out and talk about a relationship with Jesus, all their hands go up. All their hands go up. It is so moving. I can remember when I was when I did the Slater over here in Cranston. They don't call them inmates, they call them residents. They bring them in, and there was this one girl. This girl's 15. I'm talking to her, and she is the nicest, sweetest, kindest girl. She had goals that she wanted to accomplish, things that she wanted to do, get her education, get herself away from the streets and back functioning into society. It was really cool. So we're really excited about getting the 501c. That's going to really help us out a lot. We're going to put together, now that I've retired, I can do Laughter and Hope Ministries full time and just and just go
I would need an extra hand to talk to the girls. Just let me know. I love doing stuff like that.
I'll tell you. Do you like to be called Janaya or SS? How do you want me to refer to you as?
Whatever you want, baby. I got multiple personalities. Which one you like?
I always want to make sure I'm calling you by the right name. I don't want to be calling you Janaya, and then you get off later on and says he does not know me well enough to be calling me by my real name. I want him to be calling me Dutchess SS. He does not know me that well. So anyway, Janaya, when you go into these prisons and you're talking to especially young people,
I was one of them. That's why I want to go.
There you go. So I mean, so someone who has a story like you, they're gonna connect with that. They're gonna absolutely connect with that. If you take a look at, like, let's say Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish is one. She is extremely hilarious. That being said, her testimony is so powerful. And I know personally, I don't know if you've been on with Nick Albanese, but Alessandra has worked with Nick. So is John. Nick's one of my best friends. Nick moved out to Arizona years ago and gave it a go out there. And this is before Tiffany made it at all. No one knew who Tiffany Haddish was. She was a working road comic who was a headliner, had 45 minutes. Nick opened up for her and told me she was the kindest, sweetest, down-to-earth person that you would want to meet. No airs about her whatsoever. So when she gets on stage and she starts to do her comedy, and people connect to that. So someone like yourself, you have a story, especially young girls. They need to hear, hey, I've been there. I know what it's like. This is what I've been through, and here I am today. And that's what gets it there. And that's what makes that connection. That's
Mom connects to young girls too. Mom, you connect to young girls too, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, like 20 and over.
My godfather.
Mom. I know you're getting serious, Mike, but I had to throw something in there to throw a monkey wrench into that.
Thank you.
See, I can't do comedy at a prison. I did comedy at a prison because I worked there. They all thought I was nuts.
Oh,
The correctional officers, the inmates, the wardens, They all thought I was great. I can tell. Sometimes I got to tell stories of that place. Things I did. I was a maniac for.
It's
36 years.
it's very different when you go into a prison. It is absolutely very different. Just how they
Well,
bring
it
them in.
depends. It depends. If you're in a rough marriage, when you leave the house, you go to the prison, then you're relaxed. I mean, I was in some rough marriages for a while. Yeah, I was in some rough marriages, man. I'd be tense, and I'd leave the house. They'd be yelling. I'd get to the prison with the murderers. Man, I was relaxed. They were playing checkers. I was fine. I was fine, boy.
Going to many visits. I've seen a couple of relaxed people there. I was like, hey, you look too comfortable in here.
Elaine, what's up in the woods, in the pond? Maybe we got to do a show by the pond.
Yeah, we can. They just sprayed for mosquitoes today, so we're all set for a couple of weeks at least.
That's cool.
But the fun part is, remember I told you last time I said I was up for a reality show?
Yeah,
and that was great. And I was supposed to be on at the end of August, a 170-foot yacht in the middle of the Mediterranean with 5 of my best friends from Texas. And guess what? My passport expired in February. Oh, like all this time I didn't need it. All of a sudden now I need it, and I freaked out. So I went over and I called and did everything, and they're suspended all,
for Corona, yeah.
And whatever, if you get it fast, I can't get it till like October. So I said, so maybe I'll get on the next show. But I thought, I'm stuck in Rhode Island again.
Stuck in Rhode Island. You keep winding back in Rhode Island.
But I like my pond, but I have a kayak I can put in the back, and there's a little,
Elaine, can you picture me? I weigh 290. Can you picture me in a kayak in the backyard? The neighbors.
A long one.
It won't work.
Are the kayak
outside?
It won't work, Elaine. What I'll do is I'll get the kayak, put it down. We'll put hot wieners on.
No, we'll put some olive oil all over you and then squeeze you in.
John,
and then
the question is,
the swans biting you.
The question is if do you float or sink? Because if you
sink,
float,
I can't swim. I can't swim.
Oh, that's a bummer. You could
That's
have
another
been
thing that happened to me in the Navy. I had to get across the pool. Took me a week. He said, you're going to go from here to the end of the pool. I swear to God, Mom, it was me and another dude. He looked like you. It was me and him.
And the pool's like
at the other side of the pool with no idea how to get there. It took me a week, but I got to the other side. I swam across. I don't know how I did it.
How did they let you in? How did you stay in the Navy and you can't swim, right?
Number one.
Am I the only one that's picking up on this?
The reason I went in the Navy, I wanted to get away from Rhode Island, travel. I couldn't swim, but then I felt like, you know what? That makes me like James Bond. Danger was all around me. There I was, Johnny P, on a ship, unable to swim. I went to 25 countries and prayed every time I wouldn't fall in the water.
But during your military career, weren't you put into situations where you're saying to yourself, "Oh no, this may not break my way"? I mean, were you the only Navy guy with the orange floaties on your biceps? I mean, how did you get away with it?
The only time I almost drowned was when I had to get across the pool. There was one drill they made you do. You had a pair of pants. You had to hold the legs. And you had to jump in the water in the deep end and throw the pants in the water, and they fill up like a float, and you float across. I get in the water. I hit the pants. I went right down to the bottom of the pool. I'm looking up saying, this could be it. If nobody comes and gets me, I'm checking out.
That's unbelievable.
So a Navy SEAL, he come down and got me up. I swear to God, it took me a week to get across the pool. If I go in deep water, it's over. If I go in deep water, it's over.
That's like a blind guy being a sharpshooter on one of those sniper teams.
Mikey, in boot camp, I had a march. They made the mistake. When I walk, and I kind of going this way. I curve. I don't walk straight and keep straight. I got a curve to me. I walk the other way.
Oh, man.
I had to walk. They put me in the front with the flag, and I'm marching. All the guys are behind me. It was all screwed up. They pulled me. I was a non-marcher. They pulled me, and they put me on the crosswalk. They put me on the crosswalk, Alessandra. I was on the crosswalk, taking the families across that came up for the weekend. They wouldn't let me march with the troops.
No.
Oh, wow.
I was a maniac, Dutchess.
Yeah,
I knew better.
I can tell.
I couldn't even do the Boy Scouts. Forget the military. At that age, like 17, 18, whole bunch of my friends,
High five, Mike.
they joined the Army, the Marines. I knew it. I was a failure in the Boy Scouts. I was the first kid in the history of St. Kevin's School to get suspended. I got suspended for 2 weeks. I would not have gone well with the military whatsoever. So I knew better. All my friends are like, "Aren't you going to join with us?" No, I'm not going to join with you.
No.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to join with you.
Well, that's how I wound up in. Yeah, one of my buddies.
My dad wanted me to join.
Did he really?
They wanted you to join?
Yeah. Yeah, my dad still works on the military to this day, on the biggest military base, the Air Force, Camp Lejeune. And it was time for boot camp. The dude spit in my face, and I was like, "Oh no!" The hood came out. He was like, "I'm not training your daughter. Get her out of here." And that was the end of that.
Dano's in the corner. What's going on, Dan O'Brien?
Chilling out, just relaxing. Been doing a ton of writing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've written 2 screenplays and a pilot for a TV show. So
Wow.
I've been,
That's way over my head.
I know. That's talent right there.
Yeah, he can write. Dan can write. He can write some funny stuff.
We'll see where it goes, but I haven't written anything for my act. I don't want my kids to be funny, and my kids aren't being funny during the pandemic. Totally screwing me up.
Yeah. Have you been working from home or?
Yeah, I'm just writing, and I talked to a producer. I pitched him an idea. He liked it and said, "Write me a pilot for a TV show." So,
Wow.
Awesome.
Cool. You can cast all of us. You can cast Elaine. We'll film it by the pond and Elaine's. We'll have Marvin there. Me and him will be detectives. The bad boy will be the town drunk. Alessandra will be reading the cards, and Dutchess will be walking around drinking tequila. Just looking cool.
I've done a lot of screenwriting.
Dutchess.
I did screenwriting all throughout college, and then I went to UCB in New York last year for sketch comedy writing. And and I've always been really good with scripts. And
Really?
I'm trying to figure out my pilot. I haven't even started, but I commend you. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. I'm shocked, Alessandra, that you're still not acting like on a regular basis. This girl is so talented.
I had a few years where I went on so many auditions, and I never get cast in anything. And I really
remember. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My size. You know.
Well, you know what? Shame on them, because you're what we call in baseball. You're the 5-tool player. You can do it all. You are so immensely talented. You're beautiful. You have a genuine good heart. I remember when they were hanging out, and you had told me that you had just wrapped up like a long engagement with this play in Newport, and you had one of the lead roles, and you said to me, I'll never forget it. Matter of fact, I was just telling Nick about this, because Nick has asked me, "Why don't you play this part?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm not going to be able to remember any of that stuff." He's like, "I've been doing stand-up for over 30 years. How can you?" I said, "I can't. I make half that stuff up when I get out there. I'm not going to be able to do it." And then Alessandra told me in a conversation, you had just come off this big long run at a play in Newport. It was an hour and a half long, and not only did you need to know your lines, you needed to know everybody else's lines. My head would have blew up.
I've gone off for about 3 commercials. I can't act. I can't remember lines.
I have a really good memory.
Yeah, you
I
do.
I got a lazy eye. That's why they don't like me. My eye drifted. I'm not
that was an F-bomb. I swore.
That's all right. A little swearing's okay.
Mike, I want to tell you something funny. So it was my first time having a lead in a play. And at our first rehearsal, the director, who's a good friend of mine, said, "All right, guys, you have to have everything memorized by tomorrow." I didn't know he was joking.
Really?
I went home and memorized a 70-page script.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I'd never be able to do it.
But
I
your
didn't
brain
tell
can
anyone.
do that.
That is a great story. You're
I
just so
did.
talented. I remember.
70 pages?
72. I had lines on every page. Every page. Oh
I
yeah.
And how do you remember all of that? How do you remember it all?
I don't. I just have a
That's
knack for it.
strategy.
I've always
Oh.
had a knack for that. Yeah.
They did Alessandra and Derek Moore. They've done work with Nick, and they did
Yeah.
a short. They call it a short, where they were like this boyfriend girlfriend. You walked away from that saying to yourself, these two have been together forever. They're a real life couple. That's how believable they
Yeah.
were.
We're really good friends.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I'm
It was
really
fun.
good friends too with my ex-wives and everybody. I actually am.
That's a
My
job.
first ex-wife and my second ex-wife, she was my first ex-wife's a waitress at a breakfast place. A couple of years ago, we were there with my son and my daughter, and my second ex-wife, we were there, and we took a picture. I got a picture of me sitting down with my two ex-wives. So my first ex-wife was
That's
cool.
why I'm your daughter. I just had all 3 baby daddies in the same state. And
You
then
did?
it wasn't even in the state that I live in.
They get along or no? Oh,
They
no.
tried. They tried, but they were all there.
They were all there.
All that
That's
matters.
wild.
I was happy.
That's wild stuff. Mom, what's going on with soccer tonight?
Cheers to the blue.
Well, soccer is kind of quiet tonight. I guess by the time 4th of July came and gone, everybody was tired of spending money on fireworks. So fireworks are over. Thank God.
Thank God. Thank God.
Crazy stuff.
Enough of the
It
fireworks.
started in what? April? Like
Yeah.
they were going in.
Crazy. Every time I see Dutchess, she's got different hair. I like it. Got the blonde going tonight.
Yeah.
So Elaine, when's
I
your
just
next
had my
date?
medical.
When's your next date, Elaine?
My next date?
Yeah,
Um,
you got. I'm talking guys. You say you got a lot of dates coming up.
Me and Elena's going on a double date.
Yeah.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
All right, I'm gonna be good.
I'm kidding. We
No,
going
I
on a
have to be
double
good.
date.
That's
She's
the
trying
beauty
to
of
meet
it.
What
somebody.
would you say, Elaine?
No, I said I don't have to be good. That's the beauty of it.
You don't have to be good.
Ooh.
That's right.
Girl, we going on a double date, girl. We going on a
Oh,
double
we are
date.
going on. We gotta go on it. That will be fun. Yeah. No, but I can tell you a funny story about. You talk about memorizing lines. I was in LA and I was up for a role on The Young and Restless like a long time ago, and they gave me 10 pages that I had to. They said memorize it. I said yeah. So I remember going home that night, and my apartment was on a 2nd floor in Beverly Hills in this little tiny studio apartment. And I get up there and it's 100 degrees and there's no air conditioner. So I'm cooking in the kitchen and what do you call it? Making a turkey burger in my underwear, which was really smart. So of course I got burnt by the oil. So I went, oh my God, I got to open the window. There was smoke everywhere. I go to open the window. And as I go to open it, the sash and sill window breaks and it nails my arm up like that. And my hand is stuck in the window. And I'm in my underwear. And and I'm like going, oh shit, excuse me again. I have to go for freaking Young and Restless for, tomorrow and be, So in the meantime, I saw that was before cell phones and I had to I saw the cord going all across the floor. So I get my foot and I'm with the cord, the extension cord, and I finally pull it up to my hand and I'm crying. I call my girlfriend. I said, you got 2-story house, come over and tell your husband get a ladder because I'm stuck in the window. So next thing I know, she
That's a
up
true
and I'm
friend.
but I'm in it's a big backyard, but no one can see me because it's just the back of all these houses, these apartment houses in Beverly Hills. So the next thing I know is I hear all these sirens and I look and there's all these guys in my yard, cops, firemen, and they're all looking up and then a fireman comes up on the ladder. And he's smiling. He goes, oh, what's the matter? I said, I'm stuck in the window. Get a crowbar. But he wants to have a conversation. Hi, what's your name? And I'm like, I'm in pain. So anyway, to make a long story short, it was like those old movies where those cowboy movies. There's like, 2 Indians on the plain and on the mountain. Then 3. Well, my backyard was like that. The whole backyard was filled with police, neighbors, firemen. Finally, they came up and rescued me. And the guy came up with a crowbar. And all I could think of was, thank God I go to the gym. Because when I go to the gym, I would be dying, right? Isn't it stupid?
Did you remember the lines?
Huh?
Did you ever study the lines?
Yeah, after that, so anyway, so I get a thing, they let me out, and then they open the door, the paramedics come in, I get a seat, my whole apartment's full of people. And yeah, and they, miracle was I didn't even break anything. It was just really sore, but I thought I broke all my, fingers right at the, the knuckle. Anyway, yeah, and I did, and I didn't get the part.
You didn't get the part.
No.
But you had a lot of guys outside looking up at the window.
They're looking at my parts.
Yeah.
No, you know what? But I still had my Rhode Island accent. Could it, would it, should it? And they're telling me how to fix it. I went, oh, God.
Yeah.
Dan O'Brien, you ever get stuck in a window?
Yeah, my penis got stuck in a window once.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He was keeping it, Elaine.
Nah.
It's almost time to wrap it up. We got a few minutes. Mike, you got anything else on your mind?
I was just thinking about the whole window and getting stuck in windows and stuff like that. Elaine, that's quite the stride. I mean, when you said you were in your underwear, I don't know if any of you noticed, but Marv like shot right up. I mean, Marv was asleep until you said that. Marv had his eyes closed. He heard a female voice say I was in my underwear, and this guy, Marv grew hair and woke right up.
I woke up too.
What do you got to say for yourself, Marv?
He's a very observant person because that's exactly what happened. I was surprised he picked up on it. I thought it was total movement.
Crazy.
The Carol cops could have picked up on that.
Dutchess is hitting the tequila. She's starting to get there now.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you, Dutchess, if this whole...
I gotta leave y'all beautiful people and go into some minions. Like, I got minions in the house.
You gotta go?
This old Smokey is almost gone.
You gotta check out, Dutchess?
No, I don't want to.
We got a few more minutes. Can you hang on for a few more minutes?
Stay on as long as we can, okay?
It Dutchess.
With them kids.
How many kids you got in there?
I don't even got all mine. I got cousins in there now. That's what happens when you got a big family.
Jeez.
I
Dutchess, you keep waiting for a hand to grab your mouth from the back.
Alessandro, you gonna give us a discount on reading the cards?
What? I heard
Give us a discount. You can read all the cards.
Anytime. I'd love to tell.
I gotta wait till the virus is over, but then I want you to read my cards.
I would love to.
I got my crystals on me right now.
Yep, I have them all in front of me.
I do too.
Get my bath bomb.
It's that time to wrap it up. Dutchess, what are you gonna say? Anything to wrap this up?
You, John.
You love me.
I miss all of you.
I miss you too. She took our comedy class twice. She took our comedy class twice.
Awesome.
Twice, and I'll take it again.
Yeah, we were gonna do it in September, but we can't now with this going on, So hopefully next year.
In time. Yeah. Everything happens.
Great having you on, Dutchess. Stay healthy. Watch the kids. Stay out of trouble. Watch the tequila. Watch the two.
I will.
Watch those two daddies you got there. 3 of them. What do you got? 3 of them?
3 of them. Yeah, I got 3 of them.
Watch out, baby. That's all I can tell you. Elaine, what are you going to say to wrap it up by the pond?
Oh, okay. I'm going to go feed some ducks. But thank you so much. Got to do something, right? Anyway, it's a quiet night tonight. But thank you so much, John. I really appreciate it. And I'm like Dutchess. I miss it. I had the comedy class because I haven't performed in years. And it was so wonderful to be back in and your help and input. I just loved it, and meeting, the great people like Dutchess. And I miss all you guys, and can't wait till we work again. We'll have a pond show.
Yeah, that's it. We'll have a pond show. Yeah, at least we got the Zoom. We can do a little Zoom here and there.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'll have you guys on. I'll mix it up and have you guys on again. Thanks for coming on, Elaine. I appreciate it. Dan O'Brien, what are you going to say to wrap it up, brother?
Sorry for my lame penis joke. I'm
I
tired right now.
thought it was one of the best penis jokes I ever heard. I never heard
Yeah.
of a penis getting stuck in a window.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good joke. When did you write that one, Dano?
What?
Put it in the pilot.
When did you write that? Yeah, put it in the pilot.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty lame. I'm sorry. It was fun being on. All of you guys are really funny. So I really appreciate being part of it.
All right, thanks for being on, Dano. You're the man. I love Dan O'Brien, funny guy. Everybody on here is funny. Can't say I'll go with Mavi Mom. Mom, what are you gonna say to wrap things up at the LOL and Woonsocket? Mavi Mom's theater.
Well, John, I don't know if you guys just heard that. I think I may have jinxed myself, but they shooting fireworks outside right now. God damn it!
Oh.
Fireworks in Woonsocket?
Yeah, Woonsocket.
Jesus.
Oh man, I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Oh boy.
When's your next Zoom show on LOL at the LOL? When's the next one?
So the next Zoom show is August 22nd, Saturday, August 22nd.
All right, you got the
Dutchess
22nd.
is on that show. Yeah.
Yep.
And
I got the
that's
23rd. We're doing something different on here. I got some guys doing, some of the guys and girls, about 4 or 5, going to do a few minutes each. We're going to, something, switch it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The more the
Switch it up.
merrier. The more the merrier.
My friend Stacy Kendall from New York came on one night. She did a few minutes of stand-up. She did a character of her mother. It was really, really funny, Really funny. Yeah. Alessandra, what do you got to say to wrap it up?
Just want to thank you for having me. All of you guys were awesome. I met some new people. Mike, I miss you. John, I miss you. I wish I could buy your voice for ASMR to fall asleep to.
Why is that?
It's music to my ears, John. I miss you. I miss you so much.
Yeah, no, I miss you too. I haven't seen you in a while.
I know.
Yeah, we got to work together more when this is over. You guys,
yeah, I agree.
We did a lot of shows together, but
yeah.
We gotta, hopefully things come back and we can get you back in some stuff,
Yeah, let's do it.
We always had fun hanging out. We always had a lot of laughs. I've had laughs with all you guys. Always had a lot of laughs. The bad boy of comedy, Mike Cronin. Wrap this thing up. What are you gonna say, bro?
Dude,
summarize this hour.
I am humbled to be on again. Honored. Thank you so much, Alessandra. It was so good seeing your smiling face, talking to you again.
You.
I've got some great photos of Alessandra. We had remember Miss Sonia used to come down and professionally shoot the shows.
Oh yeah.
Her? So we've got on the Meatball Comedy Stop Productions page, man. I mean, this girl's professional. Those shots of you are absolutely some of my favorite that were ever taken up against the brick wall.
I was from a while ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. So it was great seeing you tonight. Please remember to tell your dad I said hello.
I will.
And I look forward to seeing you act, do stand up a whole bit. Marvin, it was great seeing you. I got to tell you, man, if you've got daughters, make sure you got them under lock and key when Marvin's around, because that was the funniest thing for me in this whole thing. Elaine says I was in my underwear, and Marvin's like, "Hello, what? Someone said underwear? Where?" It was unbelievable. Danny O'Brien, I've never met you before. It was great meeting you. I did appreciate your penis joke being Irish. I can get where you're
I don't think
from.
you're Irish, your penis won't get stuck in a window.
Exactly. So
that's what I just said. That's exactly what I'm saying. Right, exactly. Elaine,
You don't have to worry.
It was great seeing you. Janaya, SS Dutchess, man, I love your smile. You have got the most beautiful smile. I don't think I'll see a more beautiful smile for the rest of the year. I pray God's favor over each and every one of you. Each and every one of you.
You didn't say anything to Elaine. You better talk to Elaine.
I did say to Elaine. I did.
Oh, did you?
I said yes. Yes. Are you kidding me? Elaine's over there. Sitting down. She's texting her lawyer right now because she wants to get a restraining order against Marvin. She knows what she's doing.
All right, you guys have been great.
For the laughs.
Dan O'Brien's got a screenplay out. He's got talking to producers, writing material. Dano, stay healthy. God bless you. Mike Cronin, stay healthy. Laughter and Hope Ministries with Tommy Moore and his partner. We're gonna do that some night. We're gonna have that. Marv, I love you, brother. Me, I was telling Marv, first time we met was Pubman Park. We clicked that night. We've been friends ever since. Might not see you for a while, but when I do see you, we're always right on. Me and Marv. He's a great, one of the best guys in the business, Marv. Mike, you're all right too.
Thank you. So are you.
Dano's all right too. Janaya, Killer Tequila, and then we'll go to the pond. What I tell you? Alessandra, I love you. Gotta read my card some night.
Love you.
Elaine, great having you on. All you guys stay healthy. We're gonna wrap it up now. I had a lot of fun tonight. It was really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
See you guys. Thanks, guys.
It was a blast.
Thank you.
Bye,
God bless.
everyone.
Thank you, guys.
God bless everybody.
Bye-bye.